Okay, welcome back to the Gana Travel channel where we give you the complete guide in traveling. I will put subtitle in the YouTube option below, so you just click the subtitle and pick the language. Is Singapore currently in lockdown? Lockdown means that you cannot go in and go out from Singapore for all country. But the current situation is only for several countries that is infected very bad. For example, like China, Iran, South Korea, Italy, and some other country. But I suggest that if you have planned to do traveling, you better postpone. Why? Because I think almost all of the country now have the 14 days self-quarantine. What is the meaning of 14 days self-quarantine? It means that if you go to that country, you need to stay in your hotel room for 14 days without going out. You need to check the country website. So for example, if you're going to Singapore or going to Thailand or Indonesia, you can check the tourism website, their official tourism website, whether they have the self-quarantine or not. But I think most of them have. So this is really not a very good time to travel. What is the point of traveling if you just stay in the hotel room? You better stay in your own country, right? If you want to know news about coronavirus disease, especially for tourism, there are two main official websites that you need to check. The first one, of course, the mos.gov.sg is the Ministry of Health in Singapore. So the main website is this. So they will give the update for the coronavirus disease. Okay, like this. They update every day. You can see it is quite detailed. Yeah. Situation updated. This is a very updated website. So they update the coronavirus situation every day. You can check here. Okay, the second one is the stb.gov.sg is the Singapore Tourism Board website, official website. So you can check the traveling requirement. Okay. Maybe for some people it looks like it's too complicated, but I will explain it now. Okay, the Singapore Tourism Board website. You can see this is updated on 15 March 2020, is just yesterday. Okay, so there are a lot of things to read. To be fast, just look at below. This is the easiest way to find. Okay, first, if you are Singapore residents or holding the long-term pass holder, that is include the student pass, employment pass, and the long-term social security pass, you can watch this tab. Okay, so if you are coming back from the Hubei province, the mainland of China, you have the 14 days quarantine. And if you are coming back from the mainland China, except Hubei, also from France, Germany, Italy, Iran, Republic of Korea, and Spain, you have the 14 days SHN. What is SHN? Okay, later I will explain. So this also include the Asian countries, also the Japan, Switzerland, and UK. The 14 days SHN. SHN is, okay, this is the explanation. Stay home notice. 14 days stay home notice. So you need to stay at your place for 14 days. So you cannot leave your home. Okay, what is the difference between SHN and quarantine? So for quarantine, they usually have this hospital or place they quarantine the person. SHN, this is the more detailed explanation. It is from the Ministry of Health.gov.sg. Okay, SHN, you must remain in your place of residence for all time during 14 days period. So you cannot leave. If you are staying in hotel, you need to stay in the hotel, cannot go out for 14 days period. If you want to purchase food or essential, you can ask the hotel employee to buy. Minimize the contact with others. Okay, and also monitor your health. Usually they have the people from the Ministry of Health checking this every day. Yeah, I think this is already very detailed. You can watch here. You can read it here in the Ministry of Health.gov.sg. document, you just go to the website. Okay, I will put the link in the description below, so you can check the description below. So next, the short-term visitor. What is the short-term visitor? Is for all of the tourists. Okay, if you are coming from Hubei province, not only Hubei, actually these two from mainland China, you cannot enter or transit in Singapore. Yeah. Okay. Also from the France, German, Korea, Iran, Republic of Korea, also Spain, you cannot enter or transit in Singapore. And if you are coming from Japan, Switzerland, and UK, you have 14 days of self-home notice. Okay, so you need to stay at your place for 14 days without going out and meet other person. The next one is the Asian country. This is quite complicated. So beside the 14 days self-home notice, so you stay in the hotel, the visitor from Asian nationality will also require to submit the requisite health information and approval before traveling. So before going to Singapore, you need to have the declaration of health from your country. For example, if you are coming from Indonesia, you need to have the declaration from Indonesian hospital declare that you are free of coronavirus, something like that. Okay, this is for the information. All travelers to the region, okay, from this have the 14 days quarantine. Okay, provide proof that they will stay in the hotel for 14 days in a row. Even they tested negative for the COVID virus when they arrive, they still need to do this 14 days self-home notice. Okay, but you can see they have this mark 3. Okay, so what is the meaning? The meaning is the self-home notice is not applied when the traveler only transit. So if they only transit in Singapore, there is no self-home notice. Okay, because where do they need to stay? If you are only transit in Singapore, no need for the self-home notice. But remember, you cannot leave the transit area. You cannot leave the airport and enter the city. You cannot do that. You can only stay in the transit area. If you are a Singapore pass holder and you are coming from this Asian country, okay, let's see the number 4. Land and sea crossing with Malaysia. For the Singapore pass holder, if you go to the Johor Bahru and go back to Singapore by land or by sea, there is no problem. Hi, a little bit update. Just today I received a news that on 18th of March until end of the month, March 2020, Malaysia will have lockdown. So this is a real lockdown. You cannot go in and go out Malaysia in that period of time. Yeah, I think you already heard about it. So if you take any AirAsia, maybe, yeah, you really need to refund now. Yeah, I heard that they give the full refund for in that period. Okay. For detail, you can always check this website, okay? The stb.gov.sg and mos.gov.sg. So this is very important if you want to travel to Singapore. But then again, I suggest that during these few months, don't travel anywhere. It's better to stay in your city and do your activity like usual. Don't need to be afraid, but you need to be more cautious for this COVID virus, okay? Okay, I think that's all for today's video. I hope that coronavirus COVID-19 disease can be handled soon. Already a lot of victims here, a lot of people infected. So we all want this to be over soon. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when I posted a new video. Okay? Thank you.